Good evening, ladies. Good to have you here. Today we sit as a panel on the case of Mrs. Judge regarding the consent and the refusal of care. Let me introduce you to this beautiful, culturally diverse members of panel. To my left is Nurse Kyra. She is the primary nurse to Mrs. Judge. She is an entry-level nurse with the unit for a little over 3 months. Nurse Kyra, you're welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, you're welcome. And next to Nurse Kyra is Nurse Amandip. Nurse Amandip is the unit manager. She comes to us with an experience of over 20 years. And as a nurse leader, she heads the unit where Mrs. Judge is being admitted. Nurse Amandip, you're welcome.
Hi, everyone.
You're welcome. And next to Amandip is the doctor, Dr. Kamal. Dr. Kamal is Mrs. Judge's primary physician. She is a consultant orthopedic surgeon. She has been with the hospital for over 5 years. Dr. Kamal, nice to have you on this panel.
Hi.
You're welcome. And after Nurse Kamal is the lawyer Anavik, a legal luminary with the hospital lawyer who is very much conversant with matters of ethical conflicts. She has been with this hospital for over 7 years, and I tell you, matters like this are familiar ground to her. Lawyer Anavik, you're welcome.
Hello.
Yes, you're welcome. Welcome, ladies. What a panel to deliberate on matters that deal with values, our individual beliefs. Welcome to today's panel. Let me play the complaint.
I think my mom is very irrational. She is so unreasonable. And we really like her to have the surgery. What is she thinking? I don't know. We really don't know what to do. We want her to have the surgery. We want her to live. We want her to be here for us for a lifetime.
Wow, that was the voice of the daughter to Mrs. Judge, whose case we are sitting on right now. I am Frida Uwa, a hospital ethical consultant. I've been with the hospital for over 2 years, but I have been a consultant on issues like this for a pretty long time. Nurse Amandip, I would like to find out from you, Nurse Kyra, the primary nurse. I would like to find out from you, let us into this case and what exactly is the issue here? Why do we have the family of the patient complain about the treatment, the decision of the patient?
Yes, I really would like to shadow upon what the case is. Like Mrs. George is 66-year-old Aboriginal woman and who had diabetes from last 35 years. Now, doctor, according to physician, they want to do surgery of her leg above the knee, but she's refusing that surgery because she's also informed about the surgery through the consent, but she is not agreeing upon it. But her family is really concerned about this thing, and they really want to be good regarding her health, and she's refusing this surgery, but her family want to be that surgery. So in this way, the ethical conflict occur between the family, healthcare professionals, and of course the patient.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So she is refusing to consent to surgery, but her family wants the surgery. Is that
exactly?
What you,
yes.
That's yeah. Dr. Kamal, what's your position in all of this? What do you propose as treatment for Mrs. Judge?
Actually, I have well informed Mrs. George about her surgery and about all the available option that she have, whether she wants the surgery or whether she does not want the surgery. And if she wants the surgery, then we can do the leg amputation. Otherwise, if she doesn't want the surgery, then we can give her the best medical care.
Okay, doctor. Right, so it's on her to decide if she wants the surgery or not, but you've given her your medical advice.
Yes, of course, because amputation is the decision that she cannot go it back.
Mhm.
So she needs to think, because as she can do the work, because it's the hardest decision to make.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Kamal. That seems pretty difficult a decision to take. Um, Nurse Amandi, I see really strong values at play here, especially with her religion. Do you have a different opinion on this matter?
Well, according to me, I have maintained therapeutic relationship during providing care to the patient. So Miss George, decision somehow, according to me, is rational. She has been suffering from this disease from very long time, and she is used to it. And to take this decision, she's also being informed about the health condition, and she knows the consequences that she might have faced. According to me, the values occur here is client's well-being and client's decision making. After all, it's client's decision. Even though doctor also informed her about her condition and about the surgery, but she is refusing it. So according to me, the priority should be her decision. We should take it seriously about her decision making.
It's interesting. Nurse Kyra, you were directly in contact with the patient right here. What exactly is her point? Why did she say she doesn't want the surgery? Were her words exactly?
Like she often tell me that she is aware where her disease will take her. Like that means she knows very well about the consequences of not having surgery. Also, she even added that she has lived her life well. So in this way, her values, beliefs, and attributes occur. So she in that way, which don't let her do that surgery or agreed upon that surgery.
Interesting, interesting.
Yeah,
Lawyer
yeah.
Anna Vick. Now, this is we would like to know exactly what side of the law we are on with our decisions. What's your legal take on this, please?
Yeah, sure. Oh, well, on a legal note, Mrs. George actually, her desires have the final say on this matter. It's because um, it's whether the procedure or the treatment will be administered or not. She has the final say on this. Where in this case, it's above the knee amputation of the left leg. Okay, there are no exceptions to this, even no matter how life-saving or how important the treatment may be. This is by due to the principle of autonomy. Oh, the Canadian Nurses Association defines consent, which means that the voluntary agreement to some act or purpose made by a capable individual, where in this case it's Mrs. George. And as long as Mrs. George is adequately informed in being capable of giving or refusing the consent without coercion, fraud, or misrepresentation, she has all the autonomy to decide for herself. Also, the Healthcare Consent Act of 1996 series of Chapter 2, Schedule A, Section 10, Subsection 1 states that there will be no treatment without any consent. So if ever Mrs. George will really refuse the procedure, the health practitioner should never do the procedure without any consent from her. And just to add it up, the elements of a consent has to have it must relate to the treatment, it has to be informed, it must be given voluntarily, it must be obtained without misrepresentation or fraud, and then the elements has to have the nature of the treatment, the expected benefits, the material risk, the side effects, the alternative course of actions, and then the consequences of not having the treatment. So um, also, the Patient's Bill of Rights in Ontario also specifies that the client has the right to receive all the healthcare services with the right to give or refuse consent to the provision of the services. And as long as they have all the information fully informed,